my personal favorite. Who would do this? Eating wormy hot dogs and maggoty fried chicken. What? Seriously? Okay, wow. Why would you do that? She's from Brazil. But my best day of my life was when Heather, our youngest, passed her driving test and got her license. I was so excited. We went right down and got her account all set up at the body shop. And she opens it up and sees, "Happy anniversary of the first day you used your ATM card." She's freaking out. "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you remembered that. That is so awesome. Thanks, Mom." She gave me a big hug. It was just awesome. And the blessing of having an artist as a daughter is that she forgets everything. She never remembers. Every year it was like Groundhog Day. "Oh my goodness, I can't believe you remembered." You know that you're a controller if you tend to rearrange the dishes in the dishwasher after somebody else has loaded them. Anybody? Well, after several months of having this new shorter hairstyle, I realized I look hilarious when I wake up in the morning. Like my hair is all going cattywampus. And so I started taking a series of selfies because it was just so silly. And so I am going to, in a brave effort of removing my masks and facing my insecurities, I'm going to unveil to you tonight a few of my favorite selfies from a few months ago. Okay, here's one of them. Who's that clown on The Simpsons? That guy, okay? What is one of the most common foods that people, and especially little toddlers, choke on? Hot dogs. All right, so we got our hot dog here. Okay. For me, downtime is just begging to be filled. My rewrite of this verse would be, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and multitask." So now I had a real problem because I had 5 little kids under the age of 6, and I still didn't think I liked children. I want you all to raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I promise I will not do as Shelley does. You can go there and you can find these 33 verses, but they say things like, "I am a daughter of the King. I am adopted. I was chosen. I am holy. I am pure." Does God think of me what I think of myself? No. Does God think of me what I think you think of me? No. God sees me as I really am. And so if you are struggling with feeling like God doesn't really love you, it's probably because you're only showing him your masks and you're not letting him love your real self. I love this verse for teenagers because teenagers can get so ashamed so quickly over so little. And we need to teach our teenagers this verse. Look to him. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. Have you been afraid of feeling trapped or victimized or bored or ignored or unfulfilled or hurt? We have gotten so that we are driven by what our kids are good at instead of by what's good for our kids. Think of what happens when you put a veil over a mirror. What happens to the mirror's ability to mirror? It obscures it, right? It says, in encouraging, we rejoice with those who rejoice. Now that's the first half of a verse. The other half says, and we weep with those who weep. I think the weep with those who weep part, we got that down. But the rejoice with those who rejoice part, that is one of the hardest verses in the Bible to obey, and that's one of my favorite parenting verses. He didn't come up with an alternate plan. He didn't have a secret ram in reserve. He said to himself, my God is a promise-keeping God. Grandmothers, pray for your grandchildren. You may never know how it's going to turn out, but your prayers will reach this generation that you might never live to see. But Jesus himself had shoved us away from the shore, we thought, and sent us on this journey, we thought. Where was he now? Did we misunderstand? Did we get our signals crossed? Where was Jesus? He was in the boat with us. You're going to need to obey God and let God take care of the consequences. Think about that.